Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with a bunch of trades here. And today's date is January the 24th and I'm using my new Trigger Zones trading system. I've gone as far as calling it the Holy Grail trading system, and the main reason for that is this Trigger Zones indicator. I actually call this my magic indicator. TZ is short for trigger zones. Now it really helps to find the beginning of the up and down cycles within the market. You can easily trade all 3 sessions 24 hours a day. I call that the flow of the market. And for you traders out there who love to scalp, if you drop it down to the 5 minutes and you catch the up and down cycles, you're going to find a lot of trades every day. Now every morning, right at this line right here, which is 6 a.m. New York time, I'm in front of the computer. It takes me anywhere from up to an hour to do my daily trade plan. Let's take a look at that today. All of my trades today was taken directly from the daily trade plan. Now not every one of these will work out, but I would say at least 8 out of 10 do work out. And keep in mind, another thing is there's a lot of preferreds here, but after the market has moved hundreds and hundreds of pips, it can easily do a pullback of 50 or 100 pips, and you've got to make sure that you get the cycle right. And if you're not in the trade at the right cycle, then it can easily go against you. The market is very random, and you have to trade what the charts are telling you to do. Now all of the trades that I took were taken directly from the daily trade plan, and keep in mind that everyone did work out, but I was a little bit distracted, and I was actually talking to a trader, and even though it was a winner, it went slightly against me, and I immediately closed out all the trades with one click of the button. My script that's called Close All Script, and I closed everything down with a very nice, profitable day. If you do not have a daily trade plan, well, that is one of your main reasons why you are failing. You have to be going in the direction of the upper or the higher time frames. If you don't have a daily trade plan, well, you have to buy it from somebody. You don't have to buy it from me. Either you have to make it yourself, like I do, or you have to pay for it, like I've done for many, many years. I could never actually figure out how to do the daily trade plan. But after many years, and I finally figured out how to do a very good daily trade plan. I do charge $100 a month for it, and if you want any more information on this, just get in contact with me. So keep in mind that all the trades I took, all the winners, few losers. So let's see where I got in at. Let me see. As far as the losers go, 1, 2, 3. There's 3 losers, relatively small, and I ended up closing out all the trades, as I said, with one click of the mouse right here on this script called Close All Script right here. All you got to do, make sure the smiley face is on, auto trading, smiley face here, and just press OK, and everything in the trade terminal immediately gets shut down. As you can see, pretty much right to the second, every one of these trades were shut down, and I close out the trades basically when I am happy. And for the past few months, I've been happy when I hit the 200 pips or more per day or trading day. I take the odd day off, and when you see the totals down here, you know, I may just take a day off this week. Matter of fact, I can take the whole rest of the week off. Love trading, because gone are the days where we work 5 days a week and have a 2-day weekend. trading will allow you to work, say, 2 days a week, and you can have a 5-day extended weekend. So let's get into these trades. Euro CAD right here. The plan said to sell. That's exactly what I did. I sold it. Did go down a bit. There's no guarantee how many pips you're going to get. Was up about 8 pips. And I closed it out as I said. And it can easily hook around and keep going with the trend. But it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. I only traded for 2 hours today. From 6 and change to 8:49. A little over 2 hours. Closed out the trade, as I said, happy with, let's see, what is that, 12. Looks like about 12 pips on the Euro CAD paid, well, remember, it's negative 12 pips, and it's minus $950. Moving on to the next trade, pound CAD. Let's take a look at it. Arrow, the trade plan said to sell. That's exactly what I did. Now I did make a few pips, not a lot. Well, let's see. I was up at one point about 10 pips, and being distracted, I would have closed it out over here after I saw all this blue down here and the magic indicator going up. But anyhow, I closed it out before it got too far against me. Looks like 10 pips. So that's negative 10 pips on the pound CAD. That's a minus $792. Moving right along to the next trade, pound New Zealand. Another one, I sold it directly from the daily trade plan. Let's see where I got in at. Everything at this cursor was screaming to sell. Bit of a pullback here. Then it did go down. By the way, I teach how to trade on these pullbacks. From here to there is a pullback. I have 2 excellent videos called How to Trade Pullbacks. So went against me 11 pips. I was up about 14. Turned into a loser. Not a big deal. Keep your losers small and your winners much bigger. Remember that. Minus 10 pips, and minus 10 pips on the pound New Zealand is a negative $668. So finally we can get into the winners. Euro New Zealand. Let's run a check on that one. There's the arrow to buy. It's the only one, by the way. All the rest, they were all sells. Let's see where I got in at. Went against me right here, but not a big deal. Should have just followed the cycle. If you're looking for some gold, just follow the gold line. Bottoms out. Blue is kicking in. I love trading with the trigger zones. Anywhere along the gold line would have been a great entry. But I knew it was going to go up. Finally, it went up in my favor. It closed out. All of them at the same time. Looks like I locked in 4 pips here. And 4 pips positive to the good on the Euro New Zealand paid $267. Moving on to the next trade, pound Swiss. Another one. I sold here. There's the arrow. Qualified for a great way to trade. Everything is looking great. Took the trade. Went a little bit against me. Around 7 pips, and glad I closed out the trade because I'd be losing right now. Looks like I'm locking in about looks like 7 pips, and 7 pips on the pound Swiss paid $877. Moving on to the next trade, pound dollar. Another one I sold, qualified for a great way to trade. Let's see where I got in at. Didn't even go 1 pip against me. Just the way I love to trade. Each pip is worth $10 because the USD is on the right hand side, just in case you didn't know that. So this has to be 11 pips. No big surprise for me. There it is right there, 11 pips. And 11 pips on the pound dollar paid $1,100. Moving right on to actually all these last instruments, futures, they pay the most. That's why I love trading them. Dow Jones, now this particular one only pays $5 a pip. Let's bring in the data and the blue box properly. Another one that qualified for a great way to trade. Let's see where I got in at. Went mostly sideways for a while. If I was still in the trade, I would be making a lot more. But by the time you get to see the last trade, you'll see I made in total a lot more. Let's see now. Got in at this cursor, closed it out just being happy with 38, could be 39. Well, there is no 39. Let's go down to the 5 minutes. This thing just moves just a tiny bit and should be about 39. There it is, right on. 39, close enough. And 39 pips on the Dow Jones paid $1,950. Moving on to crude oil. Keep in mind, crude oil pays $10 a pip. Let's see where I got in at. Did qualify for a great way to trade actually when I pulled the trigger. Could be up a lot more right now. Not a big deal. Did go against me around. Keep in mind that a 10 or 20 pip will not hold. If you're that kind of trader looking for super tight stops, well, sometimes you'll get it bang right on. In other words, selling right about here, here, or here is bang right on. Where I pull the trigger, I should have waited for the cycle, which is very easy to spot with this TZ indicator. Right here, goes up, hooks around, drops. Trading is easy if you got a good system. Now it did go against me, and look at that, 180. Wow. Let's see. Crude oil. Looks like I locked in about, has to be 53. There it is. 53 times $10 times 10 lots. No big surprise to see payout of $5,300. Moving on to the next trade, the Russell. Another one that pays $10 a pip. Let's see where I got in at. Daily trade plan, arrow, everything screaming to sell. Qualified for a great way to trade when I pulled the trigger. And I could have made a lot more. Russell, over 360. But again, I was happy with, let's check that out, with approximately 60, no, it has to be 61. So bang, right on. 61 pips and ticks, whatever you want to call it. And those 61 ticks paid $6,100. Hope you're beginning to see how easy it is to trade my trigger zone system along with the daily trade plan. S&P 500. Let's see where I got in on this one. Let's see, S&P 500, arrow, sold it. Qualified for a great way to trade, went a little bit against me. Could have made a lot more, by the way. Went 12 points, so keep in mind, or 121, not a big deal. I knew it was going to go down with 95% certainty. Looks like this paid out, remember this is $5 a pip, so 5 times 17, that's around 88, that's around 85, so that would be correct. Let's see let's double check this again. Yeah, 17, it has to be 17 and change, 17.5 actually. Oh, no, around 17, something like that. Anyhow, 17 ticks, 17 points, so 172, and 172 times 5 times 10 lots came out and paid out $8,500. Moving right along to the next trade, Nasdaq. Be careful with this one. It pays $20 a pip. Let's go down to the 5 minutes. Let's see where I got in at. Drag and drop this up. Remember, $20 a pip. There's my stop up there. Never hit it. Let's see where I got in at. Got in at that cursor and close it out. Now keep in mind that take the last 2 digits off. Looks like 117. So 117 ticks times 20 times 10. 117 ticks paid out $23,320. Moving on to the next trade, DAX 30. Let's see now, DAX 30. I think this is the last trade. We can scroll down to the bottom. There it is right there. We're working on the last trade, DAX 30. Let's see where I got in at. Remember, for my lot sizes, this pays $37.50 a pip. So you better be on the right side of the trade. Got in right there, dropped it down to the 5 minutes so I can get to get a real accurate reading of this, you have to take the money total and divide it by 37.50. But it does look like it's 753. I just used a calculator so I can get it right on. I took 28.5 here, divided by 37.50, and that worked out to be 760 ticks. And those 760 ticks on the DAX 30 paid $28,500. So another great day of trading. I just added everything up, the pips and the ticks. Ended up with 1,192 pips and ticks, and those 1,192 pips paid out $73,503. So I definitely, when I saw this total, I knew I was going to just close out all the trades, including all the losers. Just keep in mind, the best trader in the world has losing trades, including me. And from day to day, from time to time, I show you if I have losing trades. So if your system is not producing like the Trigger Zone system, I suggest you get some more information on it. And to do so, all you have to do is look right below this video. It's my Trigger Zone system. I do charge $250 for it. I teach how to trade the flow of the market. And this TZ indicator will help a lot doing so. My system has 5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Included are 9 MT4 templates, 10 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. I threw in a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and 9 bonus videos. And also included is this $1 million trade plan. Just read it. It's a 1-page document. It's not really complicated. But if you have any questions about this at all, just get in contact with me. Now all this stuff right here is all just bonus stuff. And it's packed with a lot of training and education. Should help you succeed at trading the markets. Now there's a lot of ways to trade. I do teach a lot of ways. Each one of these has 2 videos teaching, about 20 minutes long each. Now that's why there's 50 training videos. So there's a lot of videos. Now you can put the video on pause as we're running a little bit late. If you have any questions at all, simple, pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, simple again. Here's my email address. Just shoot me an email. Now I do prefer Skype. Simple for you. All you got to do is click on this link. We'll have Skype connection as long as you have Windows 10 computer. It is already installed. All you got to do is click on this. We'll have a connection, and through Skype screen sharing I'll give you a free session. I'll answer your questions, give you some tips and tricks. Keep in mind I do all of that with no obligation to you. Now if you click on this link right here, you'll see 35 screenshots of all the trigger system I've been building over the years. So that just about wraps up this video. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember, it's very important you subscribe so that you'll get a notification every day that I've done a video. So until the next video, hopefully tomorrow, and I want to wish you good luck with your trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.